Alright, so let's take a look at David Moyes' first ever starting 11 at Man United in a 2-0 win over Wigan Athletic in the Community Shield in August 2013. Good God, that man should have never been given the job. David De Gea. Here's a man with an irrational fear of fax machines. Incredibly, David De Gea is still at the club despite not having lifted a league title in going on 7 years. That is a crying shame for a man of his talents. 1 Premier League, 1 FA Cup, a Europa League, an EFL Cup and a bunch of Community Shields. Not a bad haul for most clubs, but over the course of 8 seasons at Old Trafford, that is pretty damn pathetic. Raphael. I think Raphael always looked like a good defender because his twin brother couldn't clear the ball for love nor money. The Brazilian made over 100 league appearances for the club before finally being flogged to Lyon in 2015. He's 29 and still there, no doubt reminiscing with Memphis Depay. Phil Jones. Phil Jones, the man with 1,000 faces, each one reflecting the looks of the crowd whenever they see his name on the goddamn team sheet. I remember when he first broke through, he was tipped for big things. The fact he's lasted 8 years of his life at Old Trafford makes little to no sense. I really don't know why he's still there. He just signed a new contract until 2023. If he sees that out, he'll have spent 12 years at Old Trafford. Christ above, that's as much as Roy Keane. Nemanja Vidic. In May 2013, Nemanja Vidic was lifting the Premier League title above his head. Within 6 months, he was signing a pre-contract into Milan. The move didn't really work out, playing just 28 times before retiring in January 2016. What a player though, although probably spends every waking moment desperately trying to forget that Fernando Torres ever existed. Patrice Evra. A man no doubt in mourning for his former boss, this will be Patrice Evra's final season at Old Trafford, realising that mid-table scraps weren't for him. Within a year, he was back in the Champions League final with Juventus. He'd moved to Marseille in 2016, get sacked for kicking a fan, spent 5 games back under Moyes at West Ham, and now spends his days sucking on raw chicken. Wilfried Zaha, the one player Manchester United should have actually kept. Sir Alex Ferguson obviously saw something in the lad when he drafted him in from Crystal Palace. Had Fergie stayed, who knows, Zaha might be a club legend right now, instead of slumming it out in the same team as Andros Townsend. But no, instead he spent his debut season either on the bench or in the goddamn bedroom. To sleep, of course. Wait, what are you getting at? And was returned to centre after just 2 league games. He's gone on to prove his worth at Selhurst Park and is now being tipped with an £80 million move to Arsenal. Tom Cleverley. It just illustrates the genius of Sir Alex Ferguson. He was able to win the title with Tom Cleverley in midfield. That is like cutting someone's hair with a pair of hedge clippers. Pundits were tipping this man for international stardom. I'm sorry, no. He was and always has been bang average. Paul Pogba must have been sitting in his Italian flat, chewing on a basket of forks, that Cleverley was being given a chance and not him. Actually, he probably wasn't too bothered. Cleverley has since played for Aston Villa, Everton and now Watford. Again. Michael Carrick. It's mad to think Michael Carrick still had 5 seasons left in the tank. Hands up. Who thought, when he was roundly criticised for the simple fact of not being Roy Keane back in 2006, that this lad would last 12 years at the club, playing over 450 times? Incredible. Anyway, he's now part of the coaching staff. Ryan Giggs. This must have been strange for Ryan Giggs. Having served under one man for 20 years, here he was getting orders barked at him by a man who just spent 10 years coaching Leon Osman. If you were to compare silverware halls between player and manager, Moyes would be laughed out of the room. So is it any wonder the man never commanded any respect? Anyway, Giggs has since forced his way into management, currently in charge of Wales' golden generation, while simultaneously getting the piss taken out of him by his goddamn brother. Danny Welbeck. Oh, Danny Welbeck. Tipped to be the next big thing breaking through from the youth setup. Nowadays he's a 28-year-old sick note, desperately going through the phone book to see if anyone will give him a job. This would be his last season at Old Trafford before Van Gaal swept him out as part of the MK Dons cull, flogging him to Arsenal for £16 million. He'd scored just 32 goals in 126 games during his 5 years at the Emirates, but hey, highlights included a Champions League hat-trick and an Old Trafford winner. Boy did he celebrate. Robin van Persie. This was a man who was no doubt horrified by the mere mention of David Moyes. Robin van Persie had traded in his Arsenal membership card to win titles at Old Trafford under the greatest British manager that ever lived, not to battle it out with Southampton halfway down the league under the tutelage of a man whose motivational genius consisted of banning ketchup from the canteen. The Dutchman scored twice in this game, but just 12 in the league. No doubt spending the season weeping over a framed photo of Fergie every night before bed. He lasted 1 more year under Louis van Gaal before being swept out to Fenerbahce in 2015. He lasted 2 seasons before retiring with a flourish, bagging 18 goals in his last campaign for hometown club Feyenoord. Oh yeah, and the man has also appeared in 5 international tournaments. Some record.